We've got to, in the sort of world we live in now, we've got to educate our children to be truly global citizens. They have to be aware of the wider world, and they need to learn from others, and in the same way learn about themselves by learning from others. And it's just an important aspect of the curriculum that they appreciate similarities and differences across the world. They learn about current global issues, climate change, sustainability, but these subjects can be brought in and enhanced our existing curriculum, because it makes our curriculum that we're working on in school more exciting and meaningful. We've got various projects working alongside each other, and we have done since 2005. And we started with a European Comenius link, and that's an EU-funded project that's managed for us by the British Council. And we've done 2 projects since 2005. And we've done our DFID South Africa project since 2007. And that is a link with Mayville Primary in Durban, on the outskirts of Durban, in an informal settlement. And we're all looking at the ways that we can sort of address some of the global issues that are worldwide. So we're looking at sustainability, we're looking at climate change, we're learning from each other. That is quite a hard project in the terms of what we can exchange with each other, because they don't have the resources. But we learn a lot from each other. We have photographs, videos, we exchange work. And we also have had a link with China. And we never have actually got to do a project work, but we have done exchanging of letters between children.
I mean, the Chinese link has a real positive influence on the school. The visits from the Chinese delegations were a major occasion. Our children an opportunity to meet members of their governments, ambassadors. It raised the sort of our awareness of China, the vastness of it, and it coincided with the Beijing Olympics.
Well, we've been learning about South Africa and different countries from Europe. We've just been seeing the differences and similarities from different countries and us. Yeah, it is good learning about different cultures, because you get to see what they do in 24 hours, and you get to see what we do.
At Mayville Primary, that they may look different and they may sound different and they may act different, but they're all the same inside and they just want to do the same as us.
Apart from the language, they're really just like us. They've all got loads of schools, they're all girls and boys, and they all learn. Well, most of the time.
The school in South Africa now has a fantastic garden, which we've helped them with, funding-wise, to buy produce that's growing, and we find out how they're doing, and the children look after it. You know, they're supported by staff, but that is their garden, and it's the same in our school. We have now got a garden, and every class has their own part of the garden. At the moment, we're growing potatoes.
We've got a garden out there, and sometimes we do competitions. We're doing a competition this year called the Potato Grow. It's the class with the most potatoes wins. And we've got a garden out there with lots of different vegetables. We've got a compost bin.
Bramley Primary School is different because we have a pizza oven and we make stuff from recycling, and we try to do as much as we can for the environment.
I think it's important that we grow our own food, because sometimes when you're getting things from other countries, they like using plain fuel to get here. And if we're growing them in our own country, it won't be affecting climate change.
The Olympic Games has given us an opportunity to actually broaden our international or global aspect. In 2008, the Beijing Olympics was an opportunity to look at and take on one of our partnership schools. We do believe this is an opportunity to actually bring our schools, our school, but not only the schools of our international community together, but our schools of Bramley. And we've organised the first time an Olympic Games for our area.
With the Olympics this year, this fits in so well with our curriculum in school, and it dovetails so much into what we're trying to get our children to understand, valuing, respecting other cultures, working together, playing together, and we are making a big thing of the Olympics this year. Last year we did, the last few years for our sports day, we've always done it on an Olympic idea, in the fact that we divide our children in school into the countries we're linked with. So they don't, when we do sports day, they're running for China, or they're running for Mayville in South Africa, or they're running for Norway or Finland, and that is something that has made our sports day far, far better.
We're doing a mini Olympics and we're getting in touch with different schools, and we're doing like running tournaments, javelin and that.
Well, we were highly delighted because we were recognised at Ofsted as being outstanding for our international work, and this is something that they could see was really embedded and that was adding to an enhanced curriculum, an exciting curriculum, and that children were learning in this meaningful way. And I would recommend anybody to go down this track, and not to be recognised for Ofsted, but it was like the icing on the cake when they said they can see it happening. They could speak to children could speak from their heart, they knew why they were gardening, they knew why they'd been learning about climate change, sustainability. It really has raised the profile of our school. It's one of the most exciting times in our school when we get visitors from these countries, and when staff go and they come back and they can learn firsthand the children, because staff have visited these places, and it stimulates the children in an exciting way. And for staff, it's the most fantastic opportunity for their own professional development, and we know that it'll impact back in school because we've evidence that it does, and they bring that real enthusiasm back into the classroom, and ultimately it's standards improve all round.